Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. I'm very excited about this video. I love e.l.f. I haven't tried everything, but the majority of things I tried I really enjoyed. So we're going to start with the eyes. I'm going to bring it a bit closer. I did prime and set my eyes, and for the eyes we will be using, oops, it's reflective, let me open it, the e.l.f. Bite Size Shadows in the color Truffles. This is the cooler nude one. I'm sorry, not nude, it's just a cool one. And when I was looking at them, that's definitely was not one of my favorite ones. But when I went to the store here in Canada in Walmart and they just received them, so many of them were broken, so that was the only one that I found that was in good condition. So we'll start off with that, and hopefully I'll be able to get the rest later on. Okay, so we're gonna start with the crease, and we're gonna go into this brown right here. There's a little bit of kick up. I'll have my mirror right here. It's a nice crease color. They had so many nice shadows, like berry colors. I know they're not new, I just never got a chance to try them yet. But some of the colors looked absolutely stunning. So this is looking good so far. Just gonna try to build it up a bit more. Find as time goes by, e.l.f. becomes better and better. They come out with so many good things, and their prices are going a little bit up, but still very decently priced. Okay, now to the other eye. Blends really well. I did want to try to use the majority of e.l.f. eye brushes for this video. I don't have much for the eyes. Oh, I actually had some. I used to use their shader brushes. They have the dollar line, the wide brushes. I still think that they're $1 each, and they do have some decent brushes in that line. I think I have 2 here, but I used to use their shaders. And as for the face, they have some amazing brushes. Actually, some of their brushes are my go-to brushes for every day, and I'll be showing them to you. Especially one. There is one brush that I use daily. Okay, I think we're good with the crease. Now we're gonna go and deepen out the outer corner. And for that, we're actually gonna be using e.l.f. brush, and this is their blending eye brush. No, it's in focus. So it's small, so I don't usually use it for blending, but you can. So I like to pack the outer corner with it. So we're gonna go into the deeper brown now. Okay. Yeah, it's very nice. It's pretty powdery, but for this price, it's okay. It will do. I love the pigmentation. I just take a clean brush and blend it all out. I will do the other side. Oh yeah, I wanted to say about the palette that there is no setting color. In my opinion, you need a color to set your concealer. I'm sorry, eye primer. And you also need a color to highlight your brow bone. But it doesn't bother me because I always have those two minis on the go. It's not e.l.f., it's from Wet n Wild. I have the brulee to set, and I have the sugar from my brow bone. So if a palette is missing it and it's a nice palette and it's $3, it's not a problem. I'm sure that we all have those two colors, a setting color and a brow highlight. Okay. We're gonna clean up the outer corners. Just gonna build it up a bit more. Go to the other side a bit deeper. Okay. Now we're gonna go into this beautiful silver and we're gonna put it on the lid. Just wanna swatch it because I haven't used it yet. It's nice, but I'm probably... Okay, let's try it like this first. Oh, this is also an e.l.f. brush. Nothing is written on it, but I guess it's a regular lid brush. Okay, we're gonna try it without spraying it first. We'll see the color payoff. Okay, it's not bad, but we need more intensity. Okay, let's go the second time. Okay, I'll do the same on the other side. So this shadow is very soft. I find, like, literally when I put the brush in, it's like creating a hole in there. gonna go with my finger. Yeah, definitely builds up beautifully when you apply it on your finger. Okay, and we'll do the other side. Okay, so it takes some building, but at the end, it's very nice. Okay, I'm gonna clean up under the eyes. And we're gonna take the fourth shade that we haven't used yet. And we're gonna use instead of the liner. Okay, so we put this in the crease, this in the outer V right here, and we put the silver all over the lids. And now we're gonna go with this deep color, and I hope it's deep enough to line with it. Okay, so I like to go with a small angled brush, and I'm just gonna dip it in. You could see that it has some shimmers. Okay, but let's see how it works. I don't have a mascara from e.l.f., so I'm gonna go curl my lashes, put on a mascara, and I will be right back and we'll continue with the face. Okay, so I did finish my eyes with a mascara, the Super Sizer by CoverGirl. Just thought I'd mention it. I do like the eye look, the way it turned out. It's a nice, simple, cool look. I did moisturize my face. I didn't have any skincare from e.l.f., so I didn't want to do it on camera. So we're gonna go into primer. This is e.l.f.'s Poreless Putty Primer, and it's new for me. I just got it. Doesn't have a scent. It feels very smooth and good. Let's see what it does to my pores. Oh, I'm gonna bring it back closer. It's actually so smooth. Put some more. I really like it. Yeah, let's do the other side. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. I don't remember last time when I used something for the first time and I was blown away. I think this primer, I mean, I've heard people talk about it, but it's just blurred my pores and it just, my skin looks so much better. Very impressed. Put a bit everywhere. A little bit here, don't need much here. Okay, I don't put it all over my face. One more thing that I wanted to mention when I went on the camera to do my eyelashes and I put the brow bone highlighter, I used this e.l.f. defining eye brush. Okay, so it's an angle brush. I think it's $1 also from their dollar line. And it's so soft. I used to use the, well, I used to, till like 2 weeks ago for many years, the Real Technique purple one. And it's denser, it's thicker, and I still like it. But this one, it just gives me like a softer application. Okay, now we are ready for foundation, and I do not have a foundation from e.l.f. and the reason is I finished mine, it's empty, and I didn't repurchase for this video because I didn't like it. I don't like the scent, I didn't like how it applies. I know that people enjoy it, I don't. It smells like paint to me. Ugh. I really don't like it. So, I'm sorry. I know they're doing, reviewing a certain brand without using their foundation is a bit strange, but I didn't want to buy something that I don't enjoy. So, I am quickly gonna apply my foundation, and then we're gonna continue with the rest of e.l.f. products. And for foundation, I'm gonna be using Rimmel, the 25-hour breathable foundation. And we're gonna blend it with the e.l.f. brush. It does not have a name, this brush, but I have it for many years and I love it. Love it for foundation. I wish I would know which one it is. They have so many similar face brushes. You can see how well it blends. And I'm going to put a bit on the forehead. Usually I like to use a brush and then finish it with a sponge, but the truth is this brush buffed everything in so beautiful. I also think that the primer made a big difference. I used this foundation already closer to a month, and I use it with a different primer. And I usually I like this foundation, but I think this is the nicest application that I got. I don't know if it's because of the brush, because before I applied it with a sponge, I felt like the sponge was removing it more. Yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit on the side of my forehead. And we're gonna set the face. Okay, sorry, before setting the face, we're gonna go into the concealer. Okay, so I know that people talk a lot about the e.l.f. concealers. For me, it's also new. I did purchase it for this video. I mean, I wanted it for a while, but because I was making this video, I figured I would try them. And I purchased them online, so I didn't know exactly how the colors would work. So there's a 16-hour camo concealer, and there is the hydrating one. So the hydrating one is in the color Fair Rose, which is more on the pink side, and I do have pink undertones, but I won't be using it because the foundation they used is pretty like from neutral to cooler tone, so pink won't go with it. So I'm gonna be using not the hydrating one, the regular one, 16-hour, and this one is in the color Fair Warm, and it's probably gonna be way too light. But usually I purchase the lightest colors from all the concealers, but we'll see how it works. Also, another thing is that for years I have been using a corrector before any concealer. I don't apply concealers just like that because I have a lot of darkness under my eyes. So for this video, I am not going to use any correctors. We're gonna apply it directly, and I think this way we're gonna be able to see how it covers the dark circles. Okay. Oh, it's so light. It's almost white. See how we're gonna make that work. Way too light. Okay, we'll try to think of something of how to fix it, but let's talk about the coverage. I really like the coverage. Just gonna look in the mirror. I do like the coverage. When people rave about something, there is a reason behind it. Okay, I'm just gonna take that brush that we used and try to cover a bit with that foundation. Not taking it right under the eye. I think in the winter it's going to be a bit better. It's definitely light, but now that I did it there, I'm wondering I should just make everything look a bit lighter. Just put a bit like everywhere. Just like bring in the light. I think that now looks a bit more normal because we put the light in a few areas. Okay. We're gonna set everything with e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and this one is in the color Light, and it's also new for me. I like the cap. You turn it and it's like a little sifting thing here. Okay, so I told you that there is a brush that I use daily from e.l.f. and this is my e.l.f. blush brush. You could see it's rubbed off here. I have several of them. I love them to set under my eyes. Powder is also very nice. Nothing gets cakey under the eyes. I mean, I do have some lines, but as we get older, we get wrinkles under the eyes, but it's looking good. Now I'm gonna set my whole face. Some more. I love how my skin looks. Okay, very happy with everything so far. Very impressed. Very impressed. Okay, now for the brows. I have this palette from e.l.f. I don't know if they make it anymore. It's called Shadow Brow and Liner Palette. Looks like this on the outside. Inside, oops, you get different matte shades that you could use on your brows. And you get a small brush. Okay, so that is a dual brush. It's a little petal brush, shader, and an angled brush. So I am going to try to use it, even though I really like my Anastasia the most. That's the one I use because it's very thin. But I'll try going in with this brush, and if it doesn't work, I'll change for mine. Okay, so I'm gonna go in between the two darker colors. Okay, so that palette was a good decent palette, but I don't think they have it anymore, so I can't recommend it. But if you do find it somewhere like TJ Maxx and you're looking for something cheap to fill your brows, that's a good option. Okay, now we're gonna finish with the complexion. I'm just gonna put some mascara on my lower lashes, and I'm using MAC Deluxe size. This is called an Extreme Dimension Lash by MAC. And I also like to go over my upper lashes with it. Okay. Now for the bronzer. I don't have the round one that they came out with recently. I have this. This is in the color Cool. And I just finished the warm one. Just to show you. Completely. I love this one also. This bronzer, I'm not sure they have it. I think they do. I think they do. I love it on my eyes as well. If I need to run out, I would swirl the brush between those four colors for a crease color. It gives you a beautiful neutral crease color, but more on a cool tone because it's a cool bronzer. I would take any of those two deep colors, put in my outer corner. On the lid, I'll just throw a highlighter, a more golden highlighter, and this is a beautiful color to set the brow bone. So I love this one. And now we're gonna put it on the face, and we're using Flawless Face brush by ELF. It's pinched right here. Some more. You see, it gave us some color. Now for blushes. I have blushes in the same compact. I know they have the newer ones, the round ones. I don't have them yet. Now, as for those blushes, I absolutely love them. They're beautiful. Well, let me show you something. No, we all say that it's hard to get for a blush. This is their blush in Mellow Mauve that I completely finished. This is one of the nicest color from this whole line. They have a lot of nice colors in that line. I finished that one. And this was in Tickled Pink that I also finished. Just to show that they're great stuff, that I've used them and they're really good. Now, I have two blushes here, and of course I'm just gonna be using one of them, but I wanted to show you it's the same color in Candid Coral, but this is the newer one, right? You could see in the packaging. When I say newer, I don't mean new, they're out forever, but this was like years and years ago. That's what they had, like smaller letters, and it said blush on the bottom. Now it doesn't say blush, you just have like bigger letters. So they're different colors, and I will be using the older one today. I just think the color would match me better, but because I'm mentioning this color just for reference, I'm gonna show you the new one. This is Candid Coral, and I'm gonna swatch it. So this is the new Candid Coral, and I'm gonna be using the older one. This goes a bit better with my look, I find. So the newer one is more on the orangey side, and this one has more neutral in it. That's what I'm going to be using. That one today. Okay. Let's go into a blush. This specific blush I am using on my face for the first time. I mean, I had it for a while. Okay, so this one has a sheen. It's a lighter color, so it needs some building. To build it up, I would not use the highlighter with it because it has the sheen. Yeah, talking about e.l.f. highlighters, they're one of my favorite, and I'm talking about the older ones. I'll show them to you in a minute. I wanted to apply it today to show it to you, but there's so much sheen in this blush. In the new Candid Coral, you won't see it. It's definitely matte. Yeah. Not gonna be putting it anymore. Is the new one completely matte? No, it also has like a sheen, but not anything as sparkly as that one. You could see. Let's do it again. Yeah, it looks more matte. Definitely, this one has a lot of sheen. Anyway, let's not focus on this. I don't have this one anymore. Okay, as for highlighter, I wanted to show you two more things. those are still available, and this is their big blushes, and the packaging is not the greatest, they break. This was domed and I used so much of that. So this one is in the color Peachy Cheeky, and I love it as a topper for any nude or peach blush if you want to bring some sheen to it. So beautiful, and I think it's about $3. You could wear it on its own, but not everybody likes so much sheen on their cheeks. But I love it on top of other blushes. Love, love, love. And my favorite highlighter from them, the packaging broke, but I'm still keeping it. I love it, and it's in the color Moonlight Pearls. You could see also how much I used of that, and this is definitely more of a winter color. It's not a crazy in your face highlighter, but it's so beautiful. Go build it up, blend it in. Doesn't emphasize any imperfections, pores. I love this. If you're in the market for a cheap highlighter, I would recommend that one. Okay, and now we're gonna do lips. I'm gonna be using pencil. I don't know what they call them, but they're pencils, and I have a few of them. This one is in the color Nearly Nude. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand. Yeah. Just a nice nudie color. Beautiful and smooth. I know it's a bit light with this foundation. Usually I go for a bit lighter foundations, but now we're in the summer. I still like it. They're smooth, and for the price you can't go wrong. They have very nice colors in their line, and that's it. So everything I tried, even that eyeshadow palette that I thought that the colors look boring, actually I think it came out pretty good. Let me know what you think. So yeah, that was in Truffles. The putty primer I absolutely loved. The setting powder is also very nice. Those were the new things for me. The rest were not new, but all the complexion things I definitely love. And that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I would love to have you here with me. If you would consider subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you again in my next video. Thank you for watching.